Hello, internet humans. Let's look for some games that would be pretty good starter games. Not to code on the Vic-20. I'm assuming you're going to be coding in something more modern. But we're playing Vic-20 games because with the constraints of the system, the games are pretty simple. So we're going to try this out. This first one here, we're still not through the A's, but this is Astrostorm. The AD, asteroid depth desired. I don't know. Enter. So we get some asteroids. Such great. Oh, okay. So we move our little guy left and right. We can't move down. Though it seems it's so jittery. But this could be a good game to make as a starter game. See if I hit that. Oh, that was a nice effect. Oh my gosh. I might have to edit this video now. Okay. Change the amount. Let's try 18 and see the difference. Maybe it's a longer level? I'm hitting a button so that it just starts, and I'm gonna turn this down. Oh. They just spawned me right there. Okay. Now this game, I'm gonna have to do some editing here. Alright, we'll just kind of let this play. And I'll talk about what we might need to do if you're implementing this. Now, it looks like it's showing you the map that it generates ahead of time. I wouldn't really see a reason to do that in particular. But if you're implementing it, you just have a character that moves left and right, and you need some kind of collision detection against your asteroids. So that could, again, be bounding box, could be distance formula, or if you're making a tile-based game, like this is just taking up tiles on the Vic-20 screen, you could just check to see if this is on the same tile as this, or whatever else. So that would be like if you're doing an in-curses game, or something in the terminal, ASCII-based game. So overall, this would be a pretty simple game. I don't know what happens if we get to the end. Please make the sound effects better than just dot 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 while you're flying. I kind of prefer games to just not have sound over bad sound. But a lot of these Vic-20 games, you know, personal computers were new, video games were new. Let's have sound. I can just imagine being a parent and being like, turn down the TV. I can't stand the noise. Okay, I'm trying to see what happens when we get to the end of the level. Maybe I'll just pause and see, because it seems like it just keeps going. Or maybe it goes until you die, which could also be a viable way to program this. But you could also have something like a scroll variable, like once you have moved this amount of Y coordinates, maybe it maybe it counts it as a win, like you got to the end of the asteroid field. Alright, here we have another Jeff Minter game. Attack of the Mutant Camels. Let's see what this is like. Those noises. Wait, this also seems like that other game I played. Am I collecting these? No. Yes? Am I shooting those? Wow, the noises. Okay, we have to watch out for the guys on the edge. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let me turn this down in my own headphones and I can kind of describe some of the gameplay. Okay, so, always very polished. Jeff Minter was really good at this. So, I like the effects. You wouldn't have to necessarily do, like, fancy effects if you are making a clone of this game, just as a starter project. But, technically, we are just on a grid. It's not technically moving, the background just kind of makes it feel that way. But we have these two spaceship opponents that just kind of move downwards, move to the right, and then loop around. They occasionally shoot. That might be at random, just randomly choosing when to shoot. And then our character can move anywhere on the screen, so it's just free movement as long as you're not going off the side of the screen. I'm not sure what these are, but you can shoot them. So, oh, does it hurt these guys? I don't know. But then you have, oh, that's cool. Kind of Space Invaders style movement for these worm things. Or centipede kind of ish movement. But that would be kind of an array of enemy that follows after each other. Once it hits the side of the screen, it goes down and reverses direction. Let me just wait for this to show up again. Okay, so we have 5 lives, which is nice. Okay, so our centipede guy goes left and right. Sometimes it looks like maybe the lasers that these guys shoot create those boxes, and the lasers go the entire vertical length or horizontal length, I think. But we'll see. Let's look at these guys when they... That one just shot like a bullet that created this thing. This guy shoots a laser that goes upwards. These seem to block those, so this would have to detect if it hits this, then reverse direction. I'll try not to die before that happens, but see, it reverses direction. Oh, once that expanded all the way, it dropped a bomb? Okay. There's a lot going on here. You could still make it as a starter project, but you just have to do it iteratively and do a few things at a time. Like maybe have player movement, maybe implement one of these and then the other, and then implement their little bomb dropping box thing. So you just kind of take it a step at a time. You know, you'd have some sort of enemy class and you'd have 3 different types of enemy here, different types of behavior, and different types of shooting for those guys. And then technically you could also make this like an enemy object. And then, you know, after some countdown timer, oh gosh, this guy's going diagonally now. But after countdown timer, that would change state until it gets to the final state. You could just have a number for that. And once it gets to state number 5 or whatever, then it drops a bomb, so it generates another enemy whose behavior is to go downwards until it hits the end of the screen or hits your ship. So this could be a really interesting thing to make a clone of, or make like a tutorial or some sort of example in C++ or maybe Python, Pygame. Oh, I hit that. Okay, don't do that. But this would be a really cool game to make a clone of. Time for some balls to the walls. Alright, so we have the ability to aim. This just looks kind of like a breakout style game. We got a tiny... Oof. I'm supposed to hit the ball, right? Did it go past me? Okay, I think I missed it. But you can choose kind of an angle, which means that you would have to do some trigonometry for this sort of game, which, you know, trig functions are embedded in a lot of languages these days, or at least in like their main libraries like the C++, C math library. So you could do that. Usually when I create a Pong or Breakout style game, I really just have the ball move either in like 0, 45, 90 degrees, because that just makes it easier. I don't know what this means. Flip what? I'm coming down so slow. Okay. Oh, that reversed my controls. So I'm pressing right to go left and vice versa. but it controls pretty decently. It's pretty smooth. For these, it'd just be a little bounding box collision detection, I think. And then you're just having some sort of array of brick object. And when it gets hit by the little ball, then, okay, these change state over time. So purple, let's say that's state 2, and then it goes to state 1. And once it's in state 1, then it disappears and is no longer collidable. But then you have your little dude down here, and then you could kind of add power-ups over time, which would be a lot of fun. Kind of like that reverse one, which was more like a power down. But you could kind of just start with the basic breakout game. This one's multi, so maybe multi-paddles. I don't want to lose the ball, though. Oh, a multi-ball. Okay. Now, do I have to keep all of them in the air? Extra life. Okay. Well, now I have one ball left. We got gun. Oh, cool. I can just shoot at the brick now. That's cool. So yeah, a lot of like, you could start with the basic gameplay of just the brick breaker, but then add on different power-ups and power downs as you go, which would be really fun to experiment with. So again, like the bricks, those would just be, you know, different types of bricks or different states of bricks. Oh my gosh. And then collectible items that fall down, again, those could also just be bounding box based. A little ball, this ball could be also bounding box based. This ball in particular is a little square, not really circle, but you just didn't have that many pixels to work with back then. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. We're not going to hang out on this one very long because it's just another Space Invaders style game, but also looks like copyright infringement because those look like those Star Wars dudes, the AT-ATs, AT-ATs. But yeah, it's a Space Invaders thing. Okay, this is Bee Trap. I might have to turn my headphones down because it is quite noisy. But you are a guide bee commissioned by the queen bee to take lost bees safely to the flower bed. You'll get credit for only one bee at a time, but wear the lovely Venus bee traps, which bloom profusely across the field. Good luck! So, we're a bee. Okay, the sound's not playing at the moment. And then these other bees show up. They kind of just fly around randomly. You pick it up. What, did I already turn down my volume? I don't know. And then we put it up there. Got credit 1 bee. Okay, it was playing a really terrible song the first time I played this, but you just pick up bees and bring them up here, and then bees occasionally spawn, and you need to avoid those weird-looking flower things. So you pick up the bee, take it back up here, more bad flowers spawn over time. Okay, the music, when I played this the first time, started... I mean, it sounded like a bee song, but then as you collected more bees, it would sound more and more sinister. So I was thinking, like, this could be almost like a horror game. Like, imagine if it was like a zombie game, and you were escorting survivors, but then it just kept progressively getting worse over time, and then the music got more and more distorted. But... you could just make a game about bees, avoiding the bad flowers. So now I'm going to run into a bad flower. Beep. I'm dead. Okay, so pretty simple. Spawn bees, they kind of randomly wander wherever. And these just kind of show up at random XY coordinates, and you, again, have collision detection, grab a bee. That one kind of goes away, then you toggle something like is carrying B, come back up here. If you hit this and is carrying B is true, then your amount of B credit goes up. Like if I go up here without a B, it just is like, you didn't do anything. But if I grab the B and go up, for some reason it says credit 0 Bs at first, but then next time I go up, it'll say 1 B. Or when I get this guy, it'll say 1 B. But pretty simple game. You could like do a lot more cool graphics these days and kind of make it really fancy. Why is it saying 0 bees? I was collecting bees. I don't know. Okay, this game is interesting, but I'm gonna start it without without the music. What's this called again? Bewitched? Okay. So it does ask if you require music at the start, and I'm just gonna say no. Now, it seems like the bottom of the game screen is kind of cut off on this emulator page, but we'll just kind of go through this anyway. We got kind of a Pac-Man style maze with ghosts, and then I am a key, but I can change what kind of key I am. So let's go ahead and go down here, avoid these scary ghosts. Oh, there we go. Okay, so then we can get rid of corresponding locks. That was just a wall, a locked wall, so cool. Let's grab the blue key. This ghost here is making me nervous. So this could be an interesting concept. It'd be a bit more sophisticated than just like a really basic arcade game, because you would have to kind of generate either a maze or build a maze, build the level and hard-code in the game, or create a level format. I don't know why that lock didn't open from that direction. Okay, it's a wall. And then you, like, I assume this would be a pre-made level. Why are there so many locks to walls? Now, I don't know if the goal is to just unlock all the locks, or if there's something down here. It seems like maybe the goal would just be to unlock all the locks and not die. And this is just level 1, and then something up here is glitching every time I get hit. Gosh. Okay. It's interesting. I'd probably modify this some. I do like the idea of like your state changing and you can go through locks and progress through the game. Like I would maybe make it like you're a little dude and you're carrying one of these. I would also, I don't know, maybe make some way so you can hide from the ghosts, because as it is, it's pretty hard to navigate and they move so fast. But you'd have to create some sort of map format. That would be kind of the harder part for a newbie. Not impossible. There's only two types of tile here. Floor tile and wall tile. Modern games these days have much more complicated, more tiles in their maps. So you could kind of get away with just doing this with like characters or a 2D array of numbers. Or even a 2D array of booleans. Then your objects, your enemies, and then these lock things. So you'd have to like intersect, collide with a lock at the correct state. You know, green key to green lock, and then it unlocks. I, again, don't know if something's cut off down here and there's a goal. I assume you're just trying to unlock all of the locks. But I would probably make it so that there was a goal at the end and you had to unlock the locks and make it more like a little puzzle game. Hey, we got a text game. Big Bad Wolf. I am in the den. I see door, chair, fireplace, rug. I can go to the kitchen, yard. The Big Bad Wolf is 590 yards away. Tell me what to do. So I assume this is more of a parser game. Do I open the door? I can just sit, chair. The parser's probably pretty simple. Oh no, every time the parser doesn't know what's going on, it's gonna make the wolf come up closer. Pick up rug? Okay. Not successful so far. Go kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. We see gas stove, closet. We can go to the den. So, on stove. Dang it. I would figure, is this like a little puzzle game where you have to create a trap? Go to the den, door, chair, oh, this is where we're just at. Okay, go yard. I'm in the door. I see door, lumpy ground. Dig ground? Shovel? Not yet. Oops, I spelled lol instead of look. It probably is just detecting the first couple characters. There is a old book that was how to make a text adventure that I went through in another video series, and I think it was only detecting like the first couple letters of a thing. Okay, go wood. Oh no! I can't go there. Can I run again? Let's go to the yard. Let's go ya. Go sha. There's an axe and a shovel. Take shovel. Take shovel. Pick up shovel. Grab shovel. What a help. Oh no. What else would I say? Let me look up to see if there's any sort of manuals. Buh. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's look at this. I couldn't find a manual online. Oh, why did that disappear? Okay, so they can do get whiskey. Okay, that seems like it worked. So let's check this out. Get did I not think of writing get? Now I can't type anything. Yeah, I'm gonna reset the game again. Get shovel. Get axe. Okay, go yard. Dig ground. Shovel. A lock. Do I just lock my house? Lock house. I misspelled it. I'm in the yard. Door. Lock. Lock door. It doesn't say what if I did anything. Go look door. Dang it. Look door. Go den. Lock. What do I do? Use door. Close door. I'm gonna cheat and keep watching that other video. Okay, it looks like they locked the door. Lock door. But it's not showing a locked door afterwards. They also went in the kitchen and did a bunch of other stuff. We can open closet. Anything in the closet? Go closet. Look closet. Get whiskey. Get candle. I saw them use light. But inventory. Okay. I don't light stove. Okay. Light candle. Stove. Light it with the stove. We have a lit candle. I don't know why. What else do we have? At least there's only like 4 places you can go. Light rug. Rug. Use candle. Candle on rug. Just burn down my own house. Okay. We'll see what happens when the big bad wolf gets here. Door. Lock. Door. Why don't you let me lock the door? It's not giving me any response. Okay, let's just talk about design for this. So, I've done some text adventure developing in other videos and stuff. Basically, I mean, design-wise, I would make sure it tells you more feedback whenever you try to do something. It's nice that this is only 3 or 4 maps, so that would not be too hard to do. Usually what I do is I create a class for a room. The room has a name and a description. I am in the den. And you could have like a list or a vector of items. That could just be a string. You can go to the yard or kitchen. Those, you know, you have a neighbor variable, or like north neighbor, south neighbor, west neighbor. In this case, it would just be like neighbor is kitchen, neighbor is yard. And then you would have some sort of parser. So you can use, like, the C++ string library has a find command. You can say if the text, like LO or look or whatever is in the command, then you're doing a look command. What's the next word? Is it one of the items in the room? Is it the room itself? Is it inventory? Display the inventory. So this would be kind of a cute thing to make as an early game as well. It's purely text-based. You don't have to worry about collisions or, you know, cycles. It is just kind of, you play the game and it updates after you make a decision, make a step. It's not like the whole game is just updating in real time. And then we have this as kind of the timer, so you have to finish the game in 26 more moves or something like that. So this will be pretty cool. I'm gonna watch the video just for myself and see what you're supposed to do. But I like that at least somebody has a walkthrough for this. Okay, this one is Blockbuster. So we have multiple levels, it looks like, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start the game. And I'm like a little dude in a wheelchair, and there's a big ninja man. What am I doing? Okay, I pressed a button at the flashy thing. Okay, let's not get... Go away. Go away. Evil ninjas coming after me. I need to collect the things. Oh, I just destroyed a... Oh, I pushed a block. But, okay, that guy also destroyed a block. Oh no! Get out of here. How far does it push? Oh, all the way. That's cool. Just can keep pushing things. No, go away. No! The horror! Okay, I want to at least beat a level. We'll see. I'm so scared of yellow and white ninja here. I wonder if I could, like, crush them like a rodent's... Nope, 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 no! Horror! Oh no! Ah, okay. I'm not very good at it. Let's... I assume we just want all of these. It's really hard to think while it's making that noise, though. Okay. I'm gonna barricade myself, even though they can technically just destroy... Oh, wait, that's... Oh, I can destroy a block. Okay, let's get this block. Or this thingy ding. I don't know what any of these graphics are supposed to be. Oh. Can I crush the guy? Crush! I crushed him! Come on. Come on. You're over here. I'm gonna crush you too. I just have to... Oh no! Come on. Ha 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 ha! Get ready. Okay, I don't know why I need the shiny things. Oh. Die! Yeah, I killed it. This, as you can tell, I'm enjoying myself. Oh no! Okay, we're just getting rid of the, I don't know, blobby ninja guys. There's a purple, this one... No one can stop me. Haha. I don't know if I'm what I do with the other things. It's interesting that it just if it is next to another block, it destroys it, and I just am gonna die now. Don't know what those flashing things do, but it is pretty cool. I always like games where you can kind of alter the world. So even pushing blocks is pretty cool. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna maybe just try to barricade. I don't know how I would barricade myself. I'll just hide up here. Okay, so what's going on? We have two enemy objects that seem to kind of just move randomly. They just pick a direction every few cycles and they go in that direction and then they change their mind. Do not know what these do. I don't know, maybe they give me points, I wasn't paying attention. And then we have our block objects. So if we face a block object and hit our joystick button, don't come after me. I don't know what's beeping. So if there's nothing on the other side, it's... Oh, maybe there's a time limit. I don't know. If there's nothing on the other side of a block, it is going to continue moving until it collides with another block. So that's pretty cool. So then the blocks themselves, the kind of structures in the game, have some kind of, let's say, velocity. So they're going to keep going until they hit something else. Or if they are next to another block and you hit the push button, then it's just going to destroy it. These guys, they seem to occasionally destroy the blocks. I don't know if they can push the blocks as well. I've only seen them destroy blocks. So, yeah, and then they come after me. So it's a really simple collision like a lot of the other games. There's just more to it because you can kind of push the blocks and then crush the enemies. So like if the enemy is here and the moving block hits it, then that enemy will die. I guess these, I would make them like, I don't know, coins or something that you can collect for additional points. I would probably add a goal to the level besides just crushing my enemies. It's like I would do a goal like you need to collect all the coins, but you can also crush the enemies as you're doing that. Let's see what select level has. We have 7 levels. Okay, so they're all pretty much the same. We still just have the 2 blobby enemy guys and blocks and collectible. But I think that's pretty neat. I would actually like to kind of maybe make a clone of this, but that would be for another time. But yeah. Okay, probably the last one for today. It looks like I'm on some kind of magic carpet. And I can run into the ground and crash, which is a little weird. And then I can shoot the bird. Oh, and we can keep moving. That's kind of cool. Not that it really necessarily does anything, because it seems like the gameplay is mostly shooting bird. Oh no. Bonus magic. I don't know. Do I have limited shots then? My magic didn't go down. Bonus is going down as I go. Am I trying to get to a specific spot in the level? Oh, I think the birds are hitting me, and that's making my magic go down. But oh, there's a... Maybe I just go down this hole. And, okay, I don't know what happened there. The control... Oh. Let's not have 9 birds. Let's just try to get to the end of the level, see what happens. It looked like there was an end point with that pit, and then there was something in the pit, but when I hit the left button, I hit it for too long and it went all the way into the wall. Which I probably personally would not implement. I would just make it so you can't go through a wall. I wouldn't make you die if you touch a wall. It's not like I'm moving at an, you know, continual pace. Okay, I did that. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Do I go backwards? So this is interesting because you'd have to have kind of a little map. You could randomly generate it because for the most part, it's starting at the same Y coordinate and then maybe deciding to grow or shrink at various rates. My magic is going down. I don't know why, if that's just from the flying. Okay, I don't know what I do now. Maybe I run out of magic and then the game is over. Don't run into the ground. I could try to land. Oh! Oh, I saved the princess. Okay, that was a princess. I thought I was the princess, you know. Okay, so you can land. I don't know. The bonus is just seems to be like the countdown, like, oh, you want to speed run and try to get to the princess as fast as you can. You're being attacked by birds. We could add, let's just do more birds to see. 9 birds. It's gonna, now, okay, now the game runs a little slower. We're being chased by a flock of birds. It doesn't seem like they do anything when they hit me, besides maybe make my magic go down. That's what it looks like. And after you kill a bird, they seem to respawn as well. But this could be kind of interesting. You kind of have this randomly generated map. For that, since it's more than one screen wide, I just ran into the wall. We'll just do one bird. You would want, you know, a long array, and then when you're implementing something with side scrolling, you don't want to draw anything that's off the side of the screen. So you would need to implement something to say, okay, my viewport is, you know, over here would be 0 offset. This is just doing horizontal scrolling, not vertical scrolling. So this would be at like X position 0, 1 through, I don't know, 22 or something. And then if you're offset over here, maybe 5, then you wouldn't draw anything below X equals 5. Anything over there is off the screen. Anything over here above 5 plus 22, whatever the width of the screen is, screen width plus offset, don't draw that either. Only draw what's currently on the screen. So you could randomly generate a map, kind of like a 2D array of the little mappy things going, or the hills coming up and down. I would probably just have a random number generator to say, okay, going up every so often, do we want to go up? Do we want to go down? How many tiles up do we want to go? How many tiles down do we want to go? And then just kind of assemble it that way. And then at the very end, it seems like there's always that little pit. So at level width minus, I don't know, 5, just make sure there's no tiles here, and then for some reason this opens up, and I keep hitting the edge. I wouldn't implement it so you just crash when you touch a wall, but it does also seem to detect when you are landed. So again, we came back over here, we landed once we had the princess, so I would say, assume that's just, you have to be back here. I didn't try to land when I actually grabbed the princess from that side. But yeah, and then we have this little bird, and it's not creating a game over. We can shoot at it. I'd probably change this to like maybe health points or something and just make it more obvious what the bird is doing besides just following me around. Maybe some sound effects or something, but the bird just moves randomly. I think I just saw a bird crash on the wall. Oh, there, okay. Let's just try to land here. I don't think that's gonna win the game. I think we have to go all the way back. But yeah, that would be pretty interesting. A little bit more of a challenge because we do have the screen scrolling, and we need to make sure not to draw stuff that is not on the screen, otherwise the game can slow down pretty fast. And there's just no reason to draw stuff that's not on the screen. And then like a little enemy AI thing, just again, kind of moving at random. You move, you can shoot, you have a little bullet thing that you can spawn. Land right here. And then you have your collision detection. Is the bird hitting the player? Is the player's bullet hitting the bird? And then is the player hitting the ground? So that would be kind of cool. It would be cool to make the flying carpet more like you press up or down to change your angle, and maybe you have a velocity. I think that would make more sense if you were just kind of like almost like a line rider where you, okay, we're going this way and we have velocity, and we're going this way and we gain velocity, and then if you hit the ground like that, that would make more sense than just, I am sitting in the air, I don't have to move, I could just move down like a helicopter, and then I crash. But if you actually had velocity behind you and you were like going up and down and trying to, part of the challenge be navigate with a weird magic carpet velocity angle thing, that would be maybe a little bit more interesting, though it would add more difficulty. Okay, so I think that's all for now. what were your favorite games, what looked the most interesting. Eventually, I think I will remake some of these games, maybe in Scratch, maybe C++, maybe Python, because a lot of these are pretty simple, but they can be pretty fun as well. I always suggest make, like, your first games, if you're new to making games, style it like arcade games, though these days a lot of arcade games are pretty complicated, so I'm thinking like 1980s arcade games. And even those can be kind of complex. So like a 1980s home computer with not a lot of RAM. Those are good options. That's what we're doing here. The Vic-20 has a lot of constraints, so the games are pretty simple, so they're also good games as starter projects.